4 civilians, including 2 children, were injured after Myanmar military forces based in Chaung-U Township allegedly fired heavy artillery shells into nearby villages in Sagaing Region, according to local sources and residents. The incident reportedly took place late on the night of May 25th, at around 11:30 p.m. Residents said troops stationed inside Chaung-U Town fired several 120mm artillery rounds toward villages surrounding the town, despite there being no active fighting or armed clashes in the area at the time. One of the artillery shells landed and exploded inside Chi village, striking near a civilian house. The blast injured 4 female civilians, including 2 young children who were inside the home during the attack. Local residents said one adult woman sustained serious injuries, while the other victims suffered non-life-threatening wounds. Community members rushed to help the injured shortly after the explosion. A local monk who has been assisting displaced civilians and war-affected communities in the region spoke about the incident. According to him, the shell first hit a tree in front of the house before detonating. He explained that the impact could have been far worse if the shell had landed directly on the building. The monk said the entire family might have been killed if the tree had not partially absorbed the explosion. The monk also noted that one of the injured children has a speech disability, making the situation even more heartbreaking for local residents who witnessed the aftermath of the attack. Residents in Chaung-U Township say indiscriminate shelling by military forces has become increasingly common in recent months. Villagers living around the town reportedly face constant fear as artillery fire can occur at any time, both during the day and late at night. Many civilians have been forced to sleep in temporary shelters or prepare emergency escape routes due to concerns about sudden attacks. Parents in particular worry about the safety of children and elderly family members as security conditions continue to deteriorate. In a separate incident earlier on the same day, military troops reportedly entered Kin Mon village in Chaung-U Township and arrested 7 civilians, including 6 women. According to local residents, around 30 soldiers left a junta-controlled military checkpoint known locally as Bets 1 Camp at approximately 4:30 p.m. on May 25th and suddenly entered the village. Witnesses said the troops conducted a raid inside Kin Mon village and detained civilians without warning. Those arrested reportedly included local villagers as well as visitors from nearby communities. Among the detainees were a married couple from another village who happened to be in Kin Mon at the time of the raid. Residents said the group was taken away by soldiers and transported to the military checkpoint, where they are believed to still be in custody. Local people accused troops stationed at the checkpoint of repeatedly carrying out arrests, intimidation, and abuse against civilians in surrounding villages. Some residents also alleged that women detained by soldiers in previous operations had experienced sexual violence and mistreatment, although independent verification of those claims remains difficult because of limited access to the area. Fear among civilians has reportedly grown as military raids continue across villages in Chaung-U Township. Some families have fled their homes entirely, choosing to stay in forests or temporary hiding places to avoid possible arrests and violence. Residents say military troops frequently move in and out of villages near the checkpoint, creating ongoing insecurity for communities already struggling with displacement and shortages of food and medicine. Kin Mon village has faced repeated military operations over the past several years. Local sources recalled another major raid that reportedly took place on May 13, 2025. During that operation, troops allegedly entered the village in large numbers from several military positions, including government offices and nearby checkpoints. Residents said a 20-year-old villager was brutally tortured by soldiers before being shot and killed. Local accounts claim the young man was attacked with knives and beaten before troops opened fire at close range. Villagers also reported that more than 20 men were forcibly detained during that operation and taken away for military service. Human rights groups and local monitoring organizations have repeatedly raised concerns about civilian casualties, forced recruitment, arbitrary arrests, and attacks on villages in Sagaing Region since fighting intensified across Myanmar following the 2021 military takeover. As of now, the situation in Chaung-U Township remains tense and unstable. Civilians in the area continue to live under constant fear of artillery attacks, military raids, and further violence as conflict and insecurity persist throughout.